Okay, let's see. All right. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Thank you for joining this Saturday morning in the weekend. Look at you guys. You guys are serious. All right. So this is going to be a... How you doing? I'm talking to somebody. This is going to be a workshop. Hey, Sonia. How you doing? On SEO tools. Let me do it this way. Okay, it's a seminar. It stands for 6 hours. So what I'm going to be doing, 40-minute session, take a break, then we'll come back, part 2, and so forth. And around 12 p.m., we'll have a lunch break, then we'll come back around 1 and continue till 3 o'clock. So get ready to learn something cool stuff, okay? Good morning, thank you. LaShonda in the house. Okay, all right. I'm going to go switch the screen, all right. Thank you for coming in. So how you doing? All right, I'm going to be talking to these awesome business owners in this room. Can I take a quick zooming? Oh, here we go. So see this awesome business owners Saturday morning. They came here to learn about SEO tools. So I won't be able to engage, but you can at least see me. If you have any question, Periscopers, leave it in the comment. And I'll get back with you later on through Twitter and give you those answers. Y'all ready? Okay, y'all ready here too?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, let's do this. Now, first of all, you all mentioned that you have a website, right? And how many of you did on-site SEO? Keep your hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Does anybody know what is on-site SEO? For those who did it.
Using Yoast, for example.
Yoast is just Yoast is a plugin for WordPress. We can add some title tag, meta tag for content. But what is actually on-site SEO? Well, in fact, let's do this. Let's go ahead and define what is SEO.
It's a creative.
A headache.
A headache? I always say selling enormous octopus, right? That's what SEO stands for. So in order for you to understand what is SEO first, realize this. The definition, maybe I should say it's my definition. The definition of SEO is what? It's a process. Okay, it's a process. It's a technical process. Okay? It's a technical process and creative process. Now what does that mean? Technical and creative. Technical means something on the back end of the website, like coding, script, all those web languages stuff. That's technical. And creative, what does creative mean to you guys?
Thinking outside the box.
Close, but what is it?
Your text you have on your website.
But that's
information.
technical.
That's technical.
Yeah, that's on the back end.
Using it in posts and pages.
Close, you're very close. Let's do it this way. Creative means front page, right? The front page, like, how does the design look like? What kind of call to action do you have? What kind of color? What kind of copy? What kind of message? Because after all, the person or people that read are people, right? It's not a robot. Does that make sense? So there's a creative side of it. Like when I build a website, I need to make sure I follow Google's standard, right? I follow the standard in terms of how to build the site from the back end, but at the same time, how to build on the front end. What kind of call to action do you have? What kind of color? Does that make sense? How many pages? That's the creative side. So it's not just technical. It's not just keywords, but it's also emotions and design and other stuff. Okay? So that's first. It's a technical and creative process. Okay? For the purpose of what? For the purpose of?
Bring traffic.
Engagement.
For the purpose, those are all correct, but for the purpose of influencing.
Conversion and target.
You're going ahead of the time. For the purpose of influencing what?
The search engine.
Your web page.
For business.
Okay? Your web pages. So SEO is a technical and creative process to influence your web pages for what? To get the ranking, to get the target customers so you can get conversion. That's what SEO is, right? And when you do it, it's organic. Why we call it organic? Because it takes time. I'm going to have to emphasize this because a lot of people don't understand SEO. They think SEO, you do on-site and you're done, and Google's going to put you in the front page out of the 60 trillion pages out there. No, it's not going to happen like that. It's called organic for a reason. Why? Because it takes time. It could take 3 months to rank. It could take 7 months. It could take 1 year. It depends. But realize this, it's natural. That's what, it's like a planting a seed. Does that make sense? And the process All these technical and creative processes are divided into two. Does anybody know what are those? We talked about the on-site SEO, right? And what's the other one?
Outside.
Off-site. So the on-site, when you do the keyword research, you put the title tag, meta tag, anchor text, and link, broken link, all inside stuff, right? Then on the copy, you make sure the content are properly set for your audience. It is done only once. On the on-site, it's only done once, right? Let's say it's a 30% of the work. The majority of monthly activities or process and work are or is the offsite. Because in the offsite SEO, you have to do link building, videos, promotions, infographic, so much stuff. You have to do it every month in order for you to build the link, get targeted traffic. I mean, our team, they spend anywhere between 30 to maybe 50 hours a month just doing, SEO activities, the strategies, okay? There's a big difference between the SEO and SEM. What does SEO stand for? Search engine marketing, which is pay-per-click, right? Google AdWords. So if somebody tells you I do SEO, but they do Google AdWords, that's not SEO, okay? Make a distinction, because I've seen many agencies, they say, yeah, I do SEO, and I go and meet them. All they do is Google Analytics or Google AdWords and Webmaster Tool. Well, that's not SEO. SEO means you do monthly research and analysis and conversion and changing the site. A lot of work. Okay, so that's the two different. But today, all we are learning just some of those tools. Okay, I won't be able to tell you exactly go through in depth of the on-site SEO or the off-site SEO, but I'll show you how you can use this tool. So yes.
So just to clarify, SEM is using
Google AdWords.
Analytics.
Yes, not Google AdWords
Oh,
specifically. I'm sorry.
AdWords.
Yeah, Google AdWords. So if anybody tell you, let's say somebody tells you I do SEO, and you ask them, so what kind of SEO do you do? If they say, oh, we do Google AdWords, oh, you're not SEO, you're SEM.
Okay.
That means they use Google advertising. The pay-per-click. Yeah. That's not SEO. It has nothing to do with this SEO, because SEO, which stands for what? Search engine optimization, right? Is organic. That means advertising doesn't involve in the SEO. It's all other factors besides advertising. In fact, advertising can be partially part of it, but it's not the main thing. Does that make sense? One of the here's the thing, one of the benefit and the drawback. The drawback of SEO is it's time consuming and it takes too long. So if you have a good budget, that's like an investment for you. So you're going to invest for 6, 7, 8 months. After that, you might get some return. That's why a lot of small businesses don't like that, because they're going to spend a lot of money, but they're not sure. But they don't realize once you get that targeted traffic, customers, and conversion, and you end up being on the front page, imagine if you're getting 500, 200 hits a day without even paying it for every click. So for the long run, SEO is the best option, because you're going to keep getting customers without paying Google AdWords. Because if you do pay Google AdWords, it's going to be very expensive. Some of the ad, like for instance, we have a real estate agents for the real estate investors or the real estate industry. The most cheapest keyword, how much it costs? Like $20 a click.
Oh, wow.
And like if somebody looked for selling houses, $20 a click. So what if somebody clicked and didn't, buy anything? So does that make sense? But there's a benefit of Google AdWords. In fact, I might do a session next month on how to do the basic Google AdWords. Y'all excited? Okay. So that's the difference. So understand that SEO is in the long run is the best option, because you can get all this so-called organic for free, typically. But even though you pay someone to do it for you, those prices are going to be flat fee. But when you end up being on the front page, oh man, all this hits every day, and you can analyze it, and you can, yes?
When you say building the front page, what do you mean?
Front page, your home page.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like home page, service page, about page, that's what front page is. Okay? So any questions so far? Do you understand 100%, so I can give you a quiz after break? All right. Okay. So when it comes to the SEO tools, there are several areas that most of the agencies or SEO specialists look for. There are some tools only specifically made for keyword research. There are some tools made only for backlink analysis. There are some tools made to analyze the copy of the content. Are they stolen? Are they plagiarized? So today we're going to talk about, as I pointed right here, SEO tool suite. So SEO tool suite basically means it's one application or one software that does keyword research, backlink, and SEO ranking. It does a lot of stuff. So most of the agencies use that one platform that can do multiple things. Does that make sense? Instead of doing it separately. So that's what I mean by SEO tool suite. Number 2, of course, keyword research. And number 3, on-site web analytics. So that means if I want to check my competitor to see if they put the right keyword, or if I want to check my website to make sure that I have the proper keyword on the title tag, or no broken links, or keyword on the images, so I can use the website on-site analysis. Backlink, that means how many links you get in the back. Rank checking, that also means what I'm ranking on Google. Am I on the 3rd page, 5th page, and for what pages? I need to know that. I also need to know my competitor, how they're ranking, and what are they using to rank on the front page, so I can play with them, like at the same level. Competition, you can see who's your competitor. Local SEO, that means am I listed in Google Place, am I listed in Yelp, am I listed in Foursquare? That's what local SEO is. I'm going to show you that one too. And content research, you need to find out what kind of content that is very popular out there that I can use it for my marketing. Okay? So this is the area when it comes to SEO tools that you have to look for. So the first one we're going to go with is the keyword research. How many of you use the keyword research tool, and which one? Excellent. Which one did you use? Google Keyword Planner? Same thing?
Yeah, Uber suggests.
Uber suggests. Awesome.
Brainstorming tools.
Which one?
Brainstorming tools.
Brainstorming tools? Interesting. I want to check it out. So the first one, of course, the most obvious is Google Keyword Planner. It's completely free. All you need to have a Gmail account, and we're going to show you how to use it, right? Excuse me. Let's see. Let me grab this thing here so you can see it on the screen. All right. So again, I'm going to go through the basic of how to use Google Keyword Planner. Do a search for Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so you all see this? So you can go step by step, so I don't have to be ahead of the game. If you don't have your laptop, you can look at your neighbor, okay? So you can follow through. Sometimes learning visually is the best thing, right? Okay. So once you find this, go ahead and click on this one right here where it says adword.google.com/Google Keyword Planner. It's the same thing. It's from the same platform. So there you go. Once you log in, you're going to see this. This is the link. If you all see this, then you're in the right place. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and click sign in. It's taking some time. I missed the old Google keyword tools, So there you go. So give it a few seconds. There you go. So here we go. This is the keyword planner. So you have like 3 options. Find the keywords, search for new keywords using a phrase, website, or category. Multiple keyword lists to get new keywords. So that means if you already have a bunch of keywords and you want to put it here to see their levels of volumes and whatnot, you can do that. But let's stick with the basic, and we're going to click right here. And if you want to learn more, all the information right here. Like how to use the keyword planner, how to use organic data, is all here for you. Okay, so Google is actually providing that education in case if you're kind of confused. So when we go to the first option right here, so I'm going to type, for instance, let's go with web design. And here's the rule number 1. I suggest when you do a keyword research, you start with the most general keyword. Like web design is too general. I mean, that basically means probably more than, 50 million pages will try to compete for it, right? So you start with the general. Why? Because, this is not a rule. This is just my suggestion. This is what I do because I want to find out what other variation of other keywords with the main. Because Google will show you that. Based on that keyword, Google will show you what other key phrases that the consumers use beside that one. Okay? Because I'm looking for a long tail keyword. Long tail keyword means more than 3 words, not 1 word. Because if you say Apple, Nike, Canon, that's too general. Or women's shoe, too general. That means it could mean anything. But if I say buying women's shoe, that's specific. So you have to look for specific because a specific keyword, even though the volume could be low, but the conversion is higher. Versus women's shoe, the volume could be high, but the conversion is low. Does that make sense? And the reason behind that, because if you have like 50 million pages competing for it, there's no way for you to be in the front. because you have all these pages. It's going to take you some time. Does that make sense? All right. Coming in. What's up, Tim? What's up? What's up?
Can I squeeze in there?
Yeah, of
somewhere?
course.
Anybody?
Yeah, you can hide under the table.
Okay. Let's see if I can
Come here, brother. We just started. You're lucky. Waiting for you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
He said the same thing to
Yeah.
me, so technically.
Yeah, I tell everybody that. I tell everyone that. Yes. So get ready because we just started. We were going to the Google Keyword Planner. Let me give you a copy. Everyone got this copy, right, of this? Right? You got okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you can write it down in the copy. All right. So I'm going to type web design. I don't have to worry about if I have a website or somebody's a website. I can put it here. And what kind of category is up to you. I can select the category if it's marketing. I can select if it's real estate. See that? Or I can just leave it empty. I need to make sure that, let's say I want to find out in San Antonio how many searches been done for that keyword. Isn't that awesome? So you look at different locations where your market is at, and you want to find out in my location, in my market, what does my customer looking for my product? What do they type? Because I can give you one example real quick. And I learned this from my friend. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you all this thing in my hand, but I don't want you to tell me what it is until I count to 3. Okay? So, y'all see this? Right? Y'all see this? Alright, so y'all seeing this, right? Okay? Alright, so I'm going to count to 3. I want all of you to tell me what is this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my the heck it was that? So many answers for one single thing, right? So what does that tell you? You as a business owner, what does that tell you when you have one product with too many different answers?
The
What
audience
You
has
have different
bias.
keywords.
Huh?
You have different keywords.
Yeah, different keywords because your customer write it for different things. Just because I'm a fitness trainer, that doesn't mean they're going to type fitness trainer. You can be biased on you. Does that mean you can't think from your perspective? You have to think from your customer's perspective. Because for this thing, we get like 10 answers, right? Like USB, jump drive, USB drive, memory stick, memory drive, fingernail, toes, what you know what I'm saying? So different answers. That means I need to figure out what do my customer type to look for my product and services and which one is the most popular. So I can make sure that I show up for that. Does that make sense? So same thing here. So I'm going to go with web design. I'll make sure that San Antonio is the location I want to make sure. If I'm local especially, I'm going to go with San Antonio. Everything else, I can just keep it as it is, default. Then I'm going to click on Get Ideas.
Excuse me, the
Yes.
San Antonio shows up because it can...
No, I selected San Antonio.
Yeah, but how does it show there? Did you enter it?
Yeah, you drop in. Let me go back. That's an excellent question. So-
They probably guessed you from your GeoIP.
No, you have to set it up because
Oh,
by
you're right.
default, we'll say like into the US or international, worldwide. So I'm going to come here. There you go. Because by default, it was just like this, all location. Yeah, but I selected San Antonio. Okay, so that was an excellent question.
So if you pick, like, let's say US and Texas, is it going to combine them in the volume search? or
You
how
can
does
do that. Well, if you select US and Texas, yes, you can select different countries. You can select different location. If you have a business in Canada, you can select San Antonio in Canada. And you'll see the search, what happens. Okay, isn't that pretty cool?
That's super cool.
Yeah? You can target the location and see country, city, or region. Okay? Pretty awesome, right? That's the morning excitement.
So does Google have, can you target like just China?
Yeah, you can.
You
You
can?
can, yes, you can.
Huh.
You can. But one thing you have to realize is this tool, it's not 100% accurate. Okay? Just to let you know. It's only 75% accurate.
75.
Well, that's it.
Are you sure it's not 76%?
And just to tell you also, none of the tools are 100% accurate. Why? Because of the data, because of the traffic, because of the internet, because so many factors that can, but even 70% is enough for me. Does that make sense? And the whole purpose of the tool is just to give you an idea how to market. Does that make sense? Because your decision has to be based on the data, based on the fact, not based on assumption. You know what I'm saying? So let's go and click Get Ideas. Once you do that, by default, it's going to select the ad group ideas, and this is for mostly Google AdWords, because the tool is from Google AdWords. Does that make sense? So what you need to do, you need to select keyword ideas. Okay? select the keyword ideas. Okay, there you go. So right now it says that the web design competition is high. That basically means people are paying a lot of money. Like businesses are paying a lot of money. Look, $18 a click. Okay, and if I move my mouse right here, it tells me the month, like what time it was higher in search. See that? It looks like June, July, around end of June, and August was very high. Does that make sense? And look what Google gave you 800 keywords out of this one. Out of this one, it gave you a variation of 800. And if you take one of these and run it again, it will give you another 800. Because people searching a lot of stuff, right? Most of us go to Google. Almost 90% of us go to Google to search stuff, right? So the main, this is called seed keyword because the main keyword. Now look at the variation on the bottom. So when I scroll down, I see website design, web designer, web design, and look at the prices. Look at this one here, $33. Ay, ay, ay. Okay?
And it says suggested bid, so this is a bid ask
Right.
market space.
Absolutely. See that? So right now, what you need to do, once you find all these key phrases, traditionally what happens is, like if you go with the old school way, you can download all the 800 and go through all of them. And the first thing you do, you select the most relevant. You don't look. My suggestion: don't look at the numbers. Look at the most relevant, like which one is actually part of my service, which one actually I do or solve, right? But if you do that, unfortunately, it's going to take you forever, right? So there are other tools out there that can actually help you minimize the time, like Market Samurai or I'm going to show you Longtail Pro. They can help you minimize, out of the 800, they can give you the top 20 or 30. But if you're interested to find out what my customers are looking for or what are they typing, because by understanding what they're typing, you can use it for different purposes, not just for the website. You can use it for hashtag, for your social media. You can use it for blog content. Does that make sense? But if you notice, all these keywords are too general. So what I need to do, if I'm in San Antonio, maybe I should type web design San Antonio, see what happens. See what comes up. $20, okay? Website design, San Antonio web design, that's very popular. A lot of agencies use that. SEO San Antonio, web design San Antonio. Search engine optimizer San Antonio. You see that? Okay.
Do people ever buy a misspelling of the word
Yes, they do.
They do.
Sometimes, yeah.
to show
Yeah, that's a
up on
good
the
question, yeah. So if I take this keyword and just go here and do a search, excuse me. See, these are the ads. And look at the funny thing about Google, because they're very smart. I think, was it last year or the 2 years before? This area used to be, the background used to be yellow. And this used to be yellow. So what did they do? They put a small yellow ad. You know why did they do that? I know, Google, you're watching me, right? You know why they did that? So people make it look like organic. Because people still don't know this. They don't know that. Even this ad, they don't pay attention to it.
I go down and see the
Yeah, we know, but you'd be surprised. Most people still don't know this. Even though it says ad, they still click on it. It's a trick. Now, here's the cool thing with Google AdWords. You know how sometimes when you tap an actual website, it gives you like multiple pages on the bottom? Like for instance, let me do this for you.
Yeah. The about the service or whatever you page on your site.
So let me show an example real quick. See that? You see all this? This is organic, right? And it shows you all these options. In Google AdWords, there's a feature that you can make your ad look like this.
No way.
So you can get the, yeah. Because Google knows most of the people click on the organic side of the ad. Even though Google makes millions of billions of dollars out of AdWords. Okay? But they are making it look like organic because that's what the majority, almost 90% click on those. Okay? So going back, ParScale, of course, is one of the biggest agencies right here. So if you scroll down, the reason they're showing up because they have Google Plus page. That's what's very important for your business, to have a Google Business Plus page. That's why they're showing up right there. Here's number one for that keyword. San Antonio Web Design Company. I know this guy. What's his name? J12 Design. He's number 1. Webtegrity, Corey Ashton, number 2 on the front page.
Good.
See?
So let's back up here. I have a question then. Presumably, Google is driving you to their content, their
Right.
Google Plus and stuff like that. And so they're making sure that you stay inside their walled garden.
Mhm.
Presumably, Bing does the same thing, or Yahoo, or whatever. They're all trying to create these walled gardens on the internet,
Right.
where you're driven back into their own products and service.
Correct.
So
So
we have to repeat this process if we want to show up on Bing and all those other cross-posts.
that is a beautiful question. That's an excellent question. The thing is, yes, the thing is this: Google search engine is not the same as Bing or Yahoo. They are a little bit different. But because Google holds almost like 60 to 70% of the market, that means everyone goes to Google. But you as a business owner, you should also show up in Bing and Yahoo and asking someone else. Okay? But their process is different. But if you do this, if you focus on the Google strategy, eventually you're gonna sometimes show up in Bing. They have their own webmaster tool so that you can use it. But the main strategy is the same. How to optimize the pages, how to push traffic, it's all the same. It doesn't have to be different. But the algorithm for each one of them might be slightly different. Does that make sense? I don't have to do different tasks to show up in Bing. Does that make sense? Eventually Bing will pick it up too. Okay? Excellent question. All right. So this is how you're on the front page. You're getting all the hits. You're getting all the traffic right here. Look at that. Ralph probably did a post in Google Plus. That's why he's showing up. And of course Corey right there. Okay? All right, any question on the Google Keyword Planner? Are we good?
Yes.
All right, so next one, the next keyword tool, it's called ubersuggest.org. Ubersuggest.org is not necessarily a research keyword tool, it's just a suggestion tool. Does that make sense? So if I want to get some ideas, if I use the same keyword, web design, in the US, what kind of suggestion I will get? There you go, web design software, web design inspiration. It's just a suggestion that you can use it for content marketing, you can use it to analyze it, you can use it for hashtagging your social media. That's what it's for. So if you type, for instance, web design A, like this thing right like that, if I take that and go to Google, it gives me, see all this? Agency, because if I use S, see, I'm getting something else. So Uber Suggest even teaches you how to search for different keywords within the Google search, not just the keyword tool, but for instance, if I use B, look at that. If I
So
take that, it
you're
gives
saying-
you all these.
Hold on, I missed something. You're saying that Uber Suggest is poaching off of Google, or they're
No, it's telling you, it's like teaching you how you can do a search to find something like these. See that?
Oh, you're using the
Right.
search look ahead. Okay.
Yeah, so instead of me going to Google and doing this myself like that, guess what? They already give me some ideas. They're not the same, they're just ideas. Does that make sense?
Can you click on the little plus sign? Like, what does it do?
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, it doesn't do anything?
Yeah, you can also do that. You can remove the plus
Oh, no,
sign.
I mean, can you go back to the keyword suggest tool?
Yeah.
And then can you click on one of the little pluses, the
Yeah.
green plus? What does it do?
Oh, it adds it to like a queue so you can export it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's, oh, look at that. Variation.
Oh no, there's just variations.
More.
of words.
Yeah, if you click this, you get more.
Does
Okay?
it give it in order of popularity? Not necessarily.
Yeah, you see the.
No, I think it's based on,
Alphabetical.
yeah, just to keep it more organized. But if I go up here, see, if I type A, look what comes up. See? If I type suggestions, right? I heard that they're going to remove that pretty soon. Inspiration India is dead. It's dead.
What are they removing?
I type A, like, I get a different variation like that. Look
So
at that.
Google's going to take out the
I read somewhere that
look
they're
ahead.
gonna remove this.
They used to call it
option.
instant or something. I can't remember what it used
Yeah,
to be.
I'm
It's
like,
actually
what?
kind of for some of us who do specific searches, it's very annoying because it's always changing something
Right.
when I'm trying to get the spelling right.
Wait, they're gonna take away this little.
These
drop-down?
options, yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
the
so sad.
It is sad.
It's so
Dang you,
sad.
Google. Yeah, but that's just them. Okay, but this gives you an idea that we as a customer, when we go search for something, almost 75% don't go to the second page. They're on the front page. Okay.
Google has a second page.
Yeah, nobody goes to the second page. They have a second page, right? But that doesn't mean you're going to have a bad. I've seen clients that are on the fourth page and they still get customers. But of course, when you're on the front page, that means all the eyeballs right there. Does that make sense? And did you know that, for instance, right here, check this out. So right now, these are the advertising part, right? So this is considered number one. This one, when you explain it, you say, I'm ranked. My position is position one, page one. That means on the first page, I'm the position one. When it says position two, that means I'm the second link on the front page or the home page. Okay. Now this one, according to Moz, will probably get 42, 43% of click.
Wow.
That doesn't mean everyone's going to click on it because you're going to see it, they're going to leave, right? So 43, 42% are going to click on that, right? What do you think about the second link? How many percent?
20.
9.
Oh.
Why? That's what Moz did some statistic research. That's what they found out. They did analysis and they found out most people click right here, and the percentage was 43. But when you go in the middle, it goes to 9, 10, 10, 9, 8. And on the bottom, funny thing, on the bottom goes back to like 10 or 20. Okay, because it scrolls down. Yeah. So what does that tell you? That means when you're on the front page, that's a success, right? Now you have to work on
Being the first
That's
one.
the first one, yeah.
Go for that.
Yeah. So that's something you need to know because it's kind of fascinating how we as the consumer and how they behave to the internet is different than watching a TV or radio. Okay. All right. So that's Uber Search. It's very awesome. You use it. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Google Keyword Planner is also free. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. But this Uber Suggest gives you a lot of ideas for titles for your content, for hashtagging, for researching keyword. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a way to help you out. All right? Okay. Are we good on time?
Yeah, 9:50.
10,
We good?
10 minutes more.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Maybe 10
All right.
minutes.
Let's try the other one. It's this called Keyword Tool IO.
So all of these tools help you generate keywords that you can use.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to use all of them. I'm just showing you what kind of variation we have. If you're a beginner, you can stick with Google AdWords, the first one. But if you want to invest, like you want to invest some money, I would go with the Longtail Pro or Market Samurai. It's like only $100, one-time payment. Okay, I'll explain to you why. But the first one is it's completely free. I mean, you don't have to be paying nothing. You just have to learn. And when you go to the Google Keyword Planner, they show you how to use it like step by step. But it's time-consuming because you have to figure out so many stuff. These other tools that I'm going to talk about they will save you a lot of time. Okay. So this is another one. And the cool thing about this, look what it does. It will do a research on Google, on YouTube, and Bing, and App Store. Isn't that cool? So I want to see in YouTube what's the most popular, what kind of keywords. So if I go YouTube and just type, let's see, web design again. Okay, and YouTube. Find keyword topics that people blah 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 blah. Okay, there you go. So in these are the keywords that people type in YouTube. Isn't that cool? Especially when you do YouTube videos.
How do we know this is accurate?
Like I told you, this is not 100% accurate.
I'm not after it as 100% accurate. I just want probabilistic accurate.
I would say above 50-70% are accurate. So what you can do, you can take this keyword and go there to YouTube and see what kind of keyword comes up. I mean, what kind of video shows up. But this gives you an idea, especially when you do YouTube videos. I want to come here to find out what people are actually searching. Because remember, who bought Google? Who bought YouTube? Google, right? Okay. So if I go to Bing, same thing. If I go to App Store, if you're selling apps, you want to find out what kind of keyword people search in App Store for your app product, this will give you some idea. Okay? Pretty nice, right? All right. Of course, I think you have, I don't know if it's not showing the cost per click. I guess you have to sign up for it. I thought it was completely free. Is it still free? Let's see. I thought it was completely free. I don't know if there's something to charge. Just have an account with these guys.
If you work for like a big
I don't
company,
have it. I'm sorry, go ahead.
if you work for a big company and you're like their SEO manager, which tool do they use?
Well, it depends on the company. I mean, I use Longtail, Market Samurai. We also use Google Keyword Planner, but we also use SEMrush and Majestic and Moz. So it depends on what we need.
Depends on
you
your
know.
budget.
And also on your budget, because there's the one tool called, have you heard of Conductor? It's like $1,000 a month.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Right.
I'm not even gonna write that.
Yeah.
down. It's my
So
budget.
there are some companies that charge us. It depends. Here's the thing. Out of those keyword, out of those SEO tools, 30% are like between $40 a month, $20 a month, and the other 35% are like 100 to like 200 a month. Only 14% that costs you $1,000 a month or more. Okay. So that depends on the agency. I mean, we use like 7 or 5. Sometimes our team, what they do, they just find new tools, they test it to make their life easier, right? And we'll give reviews on that. But in most cases, you as a business owner by yourself, you don't have to use all of it. What you have to use is what is it for? If it's a content, you're gonna pick one. Does that make sense? If it's for analyzing your, if you're analyzing, your competitor, you can pick one. I'm just sharing with you all these. Somebody call me? Okay.
No, like
I'm
you
sorry.
said,
It's
the
Oh, okay.
counseling
Oh, the
stuff.
distracting.
Receptionist.
Reception. Okay, so this is an awesome tool. Check it out because if you want to find out what's popular in terms of keyword research in YouTube or Bing or App Store, that's your place. Isn't it awesome? Okay, I want you guys excited. All right, Keyword Spy. Here's another one. Keyword Spy. They have a free version and a paid version. Okay, and I think it's $100 a month, but you can try the free version because with this one I can also spy on my competitor in terms of Google AdWords. So let's do a quick test with Crackspace. I'm sorry, Rackspace, they probably heard me right there. Rackspace. Let's stick with Rackspace. I'm going to show you something real quick.
5 minutes.
Okay? And again, remember, these information are not 100%. It just, I would say 70, whatever.
Wow,
Okay?
it's so cool.
So there you go. So Rackspace, according to them, the daily budget is 20 grand. Total click 8,000. Average position 5 in the ad section. $2 a click. And these are the keyword for the AdWord. For the Google AdWord, these are the keywords. So if I'm a big company, I'm a hosting company, I want to compete with Rackspace. Oh, Rackspace using these? Guess what? We're going to use it too. Okay? Organic keyword right there. And look, I love this one. Samples of the keyword. I'm going to show you. Look at this. These are the samples right here. There you go. The actual ad. These are actual ad. So I can get some ideas. If I ever want to run a Google AdWord, I want to look at my competitor, see what they're doing. So I can probably
create the wheel.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Save you some time, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Okay. You can also do tracking. I can also do keyword research. It has a keyword somewhere type web design.
Is
And
this the paid or the free version?
It has a free and paid.
Yeah, but the one that you are showing.
Right now it says free. Okay. So web design, it says here there are 6 million searches a month for the word web design. This is like globally, yeah, not US or anything specific. Professional web design, 60,000 a month. Web development, 1 million. Okay, web design and development. And this is for US, I'm sorry, it's only for US. There you go. It's all US. I can select different country, look at that. I can select United Kingdom. Jolly good. Let's see. United Kingdom, 1 million. See? And it shows you the month, like which month, the Google AdWord. And if I want to click on organic, there's no organic here, organic competitor. And who's my competitor? All the stuff. So again, it gives you some ideas.
Can you click on misspell?
Yes, misspelled, hilarious, right? Look at that. Web dizzying. Web dizzying. 20,000.
Look at the volume.
Yeah, look at how much. 1 pound.
Dyslexia. It pays.
Okay, look at that. Look at that. 130,000. $7. $8 with a misspell. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's cool though.
Web designee.
It's
Web
crazy.
dizzying. Yeah.
So
But that, I'm sorry, that also tells you people tap this stuff to find you, and Google will show your site even for a misspelling keyword. Okay, so I mean, anyway, that's why I tell people there's nothing. Don't say people don't. You know how some client, no, nobody's gonna search for that. I'm like, really? Look, it's right there. Okay, and when you talk about like 135,000 a month, right? Month volume, it's crazy. Okay, we don't know how to read and write.
can you go back back to Rackspace, the example of
Sure.
Rackspace.
Rackspace.
Well, the misspelled words is much more
Look, you
common in
just
a highly
spelled it
technical.
I'm sorry?
The misspelled word problem is much more common in a highly technical area, like medical terms or geologic terms or something
Right.
of the ilk. And so I can see why those misspellings pay, because a lot of times people spell by how they sound, but they don't spell them exactly. the
Correct.
way.
Absolutely
Especially they got
correct.
French origin, you know.
Absolutely correct.
So can you explain the difference between organic keyword? Like, what does it mean when it says organic keyword?
That
What's
means no Google
context?
AdWords. So this is through the AdWord. You know, we talk about the AdWords section. Has been used for the AdWord. This is organic. That means there's no ad involved.
So people search this
Yeah.
and they click to
Yeah.
Rackspace?
Yeah. So click on the organic keyword. Oh, I see. That's what happened. You have to pay for it. Okay.
They get you hooked.
Yeah, that's why you have to pay for it. Yeah, it will show you what organic keyword that push visitor to the site. There you go. Video, who, your it, email ads. Wow, they all suck. Site to site.
What?
These are all organic.
Ooh, 2
Does that
billion
have to do
people.
with
Yeah.
Site to site.
Okay.
Yes,
What is subdomains?
Subdomains like, that's an excellent question. What is subdomain? Let's say yusufchowdhury.com/blog subdomain.
Slash.
Actually, no, I take that back. I made a mistake. The subdomain, let me explain this real quick. This is the 101. First of all, what is the root domain?
Root domain?
Yeah, what is a root domain?
Like R-U-D-E?
Yeah, ROOT.
Oh,
Root. Root.
the main website.
Right? You're right, but how? How do you write it?
www.
No W.
It's numbers.
HTTP.
No HTTP.
It's like Google, for example, that would be the root.
Let's say my website is SEO.com, right? SEO.com. That's a root domain. Okay? If you put www, that's a subdomain. That's why W and without W is not the same. And the search engine is not the same. It can be considered two websites. That is a subdomain. Now, a subdomain can also be like this. Let's say test, right? .com.
Or
That's a subdomain.
SEO.com.au.
Yeah, there you go. It can be SEO.
For Australia, .au.
Yeah, so let's say SEO, you know, a test site.com, that's considered a subdomain. Does that make sense? Now, if I have this, right? Right? That's, what is this? Subpage, right? Yes. Sometimes when you build a website on the server, it's considered a subfolder. That's what they call this. So, like, about services home, they call it subfolders, right? So that's what they mean by subdomain, like dot something. That means the link came from a subdomain site. Okay? All right. All right. Good question. You guys asked a lot of awesome questions. All right, cool. What's the next one? Now we know keyword spy a little bit, right? You have fun with it, play with it, until you get that error. All right, the next one is SpyFu. SpyFu.
Why does Keyword Spy allow us to use it for free?
Well, because they want you to use it. Oh, this is great. I'm going to pay. Okay? It's like, the software is trial and error. You have to sell it, so you have to let you use it for free for some time, right? SpyFu is another powerful tool. Some of my team uses it. So in SpyFu, it tells you the monthly search. And did you guys notice that the data information are different from one keyword tool to another? Why is that?
It's searching
Different algorithm.
Different algorithm, different database, different server. That's why. Whatever they collected, that's why. That's why we cannot rely on one keyword tool. That's why we have to use like one or two to see the variation, where it balance where they match. Because again, your objective is not to get the exact number. Your objective is, okay, which is the most common, so I can use it for marketing. It doesn't have to be 100%. I need to know. I need to make sure like this is 100,000. The whole idea is, okay, this is how many relevant people search for it. Now I'm going to do some strategy and content marketing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Break time? All right, break time. 10 minutes, break time, then we'll be back. Yes, 1 second. All right, folks, break time. We'll be back. I'm going to have to go on part 2. Thank you.